Hello, this is Joel Waddington. Hello, Bree. This is Joel Waddington. Recently I've been running into an issue with my project. I've gotten majority of the project done. I've gotten the sparks to match. I've gotten the little flares and everything else. My issue right now happens to be rendering. Um, in my project, I've gotten everything said and done. Gotten it to go up and explode, do everything that the fireworks need to do. It's just the fact that when I get to a certain point, I want to render out and see what it is I want to do, or see what it is I need to fix as far as the render. There appears to be this issue where it will not allow me to actually tangibly render anything. Now, this right here is under Maya hardware. Maya hardware, as you may know, allows me to view the particles as they are. My software renders go black. I want to render with Mental Ray above anything else, but unfortunately, rendering with that as well, nothing comes up. As you can see, the little numbers and everything else changed at the bottom here, which means it shifted, but literally, no matter how many times I render, nothing comes out of it. I can't even view in the render view what it's going to look like. Even when I do that, and just try to render the full screen, it doesn't work. Um, in the script editor, I keep getting this error report, which says that there's a problem with the RGBD and it's not directly supported by the image. I wasn't 100% positive what that meant, so like all good college students, I took to the internet, and what I noticed was what a lot of people were talking about as I went to forums and stuff to see what was going on. A lot of people were having an issue where it was just a matter of using a if, and it had to be either EXR or a TIFF, but it was mostly because what they were using was 8-bit RGBA instead of 16-bit or above. A lot of people kept saying to change the frame buffer and data type and everything else, but mine are all basically up to par as to what I need to render. I even rendered earlier today just a single frame just to look at it, but for some reason the render did not is not working now, which is unfortunate because it is approximately 10:13 and I need to start batch rendering. Batch rendering won't take that much time, but time is money and I need every minute I have. Um, right now, I could show you my render settings where everything is. I can enable color, scroll down, I can show you my frame padding. I can switch this to a TIFF if you want. Right now, I think the best thing to do is just to lower my settings or whatnot, what have you. But overall, everything should be fine. There shouldn't be any issue with what I'm doing. Go to quality. These all look fine. These all look fine. And frame buffer. I believe, if I remember what they said, let's change this to a float. Change that to RGB. Nope, change it to a byte. RGBA byte. Let's try to render this out, because hopefully it works, but I haven't seen anything. Like, yeah, that's not, still not working. If you have any suggestions, if you see this, hopefully before the deadline is due, I would love your input, but other than that, I'm afraid all I can do is give you a play blast. I've tried it on other laptops and desktops. My roommate's computer, I tried it on. It literally would not allow him to render either. So it's not my laptop, it's something with the file. One thing I can tell you is that I noticed that the file started this weird issue where it wouldn't render sometime after I adjusted settings in here. But after changing settings, I decided to go back to older files and folders. It still will not let me render. I haven't changed any of my settings. I haven't done anything to my settings since I've been working. All my settings were set prior to me doing anything, and I have rendered earlier. So I'm not quite sure what's going on, but if you have any input, please let me know. Thank you. I really appreciate any help I could get. Goodbye.